Attorneys say the man that fired several gunshots inside his home and at officers could face up to 3 charges once the investigation is complete.
His wife in the home was able to escape, and several officers spent several hours in the standoff. Natalie Granda joins us in the studio and has the story. Natalie?
Lisa, Larry, what started as a domestic violence call ended in a 10-hour shooting standoff. Several of Amarillo's law enforcement agencies were called to the scene on Saturday, and backup reinforcements like SWAT officers and APD and helicopters from the Department of Public Safety were there as well. I spoke to Randall County Sheriff's Department about the standoff and what charges attorneys say the man may face. Randall County deputies were called to this house on Audubon on a domestic abuse call that later turned into a 10-hour shooting standoff.
Officers arrived out there shortly after 11, and when they got there, they heard gunshots.
Amarillo police and the Texas Department of Public Safety were also called to the scene. 68-year-old Jason Lee Schaefer shot inside his home, toward neighbors' houses, and at both officers and the DPS helicopter.
Total of 30 to 35 officers.
Officers negotiated with Schaefer for hours over the phone and even threw tear gas into the home to get Schaefer out. The standoff ended when Schaefer shot himself in the face and medics helped revive him and took him to the hospital. Schaefer could face up to 3 charges, meaning possible prison time.
The deadly conduct charge is a third-degree felony, punishable by 2 to 10 years in prison. Aggravated assault on the other occupant of the home is a second-degree felony, looking at 2 to 20 years in prison. And aggravated assault with a deadly weapon on a public servant, you're looking at 5 to 99. It's a first-degree felony.
And Randall County Sheriff Joel Richardson says deploying that many deputies and officers was expensive, but was needed.
It is a huge cost. We did put gas rounds into the house. Those are fairly costly. Better to have too much show of force than not enough.
Schaefer is currently recovering in a Lubbock hospital, and the Texas Rangers are still investigating the incident. From the Kennedy Broadcast Center, Natalie Granda.